Okay. Anyone with question? Okay, let's look at this. So here we have damage, skin section. Again, we can see here this massive part here is frame, and the small thinner section here is a stringer. So this is frame. Underneath the skin. So this is stringer. Underneath the skin. Okay, now we can see there's a defect here. So what we do for the defect, we will cut them off. Remove the section off. Okay, remove the section off. Then we install a filler. Some design we install a filler. Just another skin to fill up the space. Since this is behind, so it will be dotted line. Because it's behind a doubler. So that is one. So for that case, we may see cross section. If we cut across here, and this is A, this is A, so section A. Section A, what we can see is we can see the skin. We can see a cut. So we can see a filler, and then we can see a doubler. Then we will see also reverts, one row, two row, one row, two row. And obviously we also need to revert the filler. So this is typical repair. Typical in where we will have a filler to fill up the skin that you cut off. And we will have double. So this is the and obviously will have rivets. So this is rivets. Any questions so far?
Okay, so no problem.
Okay, so that's what we have. We have defect, we cut off, we put a filler to fill up the space, and then we install doubler. Okay, for the RVSM critical, for the critical of aerodynamic smoothness, we put a doubler inside. The filler will be outside. You just reverse. This is area where you don't concern about the aerodynamic smoothness or RVSM. We put a typical doubler repair. However, if the area is critical for RVSM or aerodynamic smoothness, basically with the area which is critical for RVSM, which also sensitive to aerodynamic smoothness, then you have to put the doubler inside, the filler will be aside. The only problem is you get access to install the doubler and the fasteners. The fastener is not a big issue. You can use the high lock or lock bolt, whatever fastener. The main issue here how to install the doubler from inside. So you have to get access to inside. You may have to open floorboard. You have to open a few areas to get access to the area for you to install the doubler. That is critical. However, for simple repair, very flat repair, or just for once-off repair, back to the base, and then it's enough for you to install doubler from outside. Because the aircraft may be flying back to the base by ferry flight, which does not carry passenger, which is not normal flying. They don't basically apply to the RVSM flight condition. Any questions? Okay, now what is what we have learned from last week? Doubler. Doubler, the rule is similar material. To the damage. Okay. Similar material. But with one gauge. I've shown you the manual where you can find this information. Similar, if it is aluminum alloy 2024, so the doubler also must be aluminum alloy 2024 E3. One gauge higher, if the skin thickness is 1.4, the doubler is 1.6 millimeters. Okay. Any question on that? Why it has to be similar? Because we want to prevent dissimilar metal. Dissimilar metal will cause corrosion. For the filler, obviously you need to have similar material, similar materials, same thickness. Or else you have this tablet thicker than the original, then they'll be sticking out. We do not want that. So we have to have similar thickness. So should stay flush, especially when you do the external internal patch where the doubler is inside. The filler must be flush to the original skin for you to have to comply to RVSM or aerodynamic smoothness. And then the rivets. The rivet, we use the rivet. We refer to the table which I have shown you last week. You look at the thickness of the material, and then you know what will be the required rivets for the Swiss fit thickness from the table. So this is very simple. This is how we do a skin repair. So let's say again, this is not complexity in this. It's very simple. Only you need to understand how to do it. Before, okay, the complex thing will be trying to determine the strength. To do the stress check.